day 3 of the Republican National Convention, where this hall was just buzzing tonight because many, probably most of the delegates here believe they saw and heard the future of their party, and they hope the country. Paul Ryan, 42-year-old congressman from Janesville, Wisconsin, darling of the Tea Party conservatives, and Mitt Romney's choice for vice president. Well, he gave a speech here that just simply wowed the place. It may be Mitt Romney's convention, but tonight it felt a lot like Paul Ryan's party.
He strode onto the big stage here tonight, a young man in a hurry.
Hello, everybody.
A Gen Xer fired with a fierce conservative passion.
I accept the calling of my generation to give our children the America that was given to us, with opportunity for the young and security for the old. And I know that we are ready.
His young family watching in the hall, Ryan delighted the crowd with a sharp and specific appeal to the young, to a lost economic generation.
College graduates should not have to live out their 20s in their childhood bedrooms, staring up at fading Obama posters and wondering when they can move out and get going with life.
He rolled on, blasting President Obama.
These past 4 years, we have suffered no shortage of words in the White House. What is missing is leadership in the White House.
And plunging into the debate over the future of Medicare.
The greatest threat to Medicare is Obamacare, and we're going to stop it.
Ryan's big moment up at that podium is in many ways a Tea Party triumph. Since that movement spontaneously erupted in 2010, it has grown to an irresistible force in the Republican Party, sending establishment leaders scurrying for cover or scrambling to keep up. They drive the party's direction now, and in a lot of ways, they're having their own convention. A couple of blocks from the official proceedings, hundreds of true blue or true red conservatives streamed into a revival-style tent to lay the groundwork for an even more conservative Republican future. And inside that tent, inside the revival, these grassroots activists are grooming a whole new crop of leaders to follow in Paul Ryan's wake.
The stakes have never been higher. Americans are uniting to turn our country around.
Ted Cruz shocked the political world last month when he won the Republican nomination for U.S. Senator in Texas, crushing the hand-picked candidate of Governor Rick Perry and the GOP establishment.
We are seeing a great awakening.
You listen to him, and you know this is where the real energy, the future of the party is.
I think the future are the people. I mean, what we have seen, the pattern that played out in 2010 and 2012, has been the grassroots batters. That has been that elections are decided by the people on the ground, not by those in power clinging to power.
This is how political movements happen. And whatever you might think about Tea Party conservatives, they are remaking the Republican Party the old-fashioned way.
Do you think this is a movement that fizzles, or is it the future?
Look, I think it is absolutely the future. If you look at the beginning of 2012, a lot of media outlets wrote the story the Tea Party's dead. And I think they missed what had happened.
We have to stop this spending!
In 2010, the Tea Party had a lot of protests, blazing hot sun. In 2011 and 2012, the Tea Party went to work. They rolled up their sleeves, they got involved in the parties, they got involved in campaigns, they started block walking, phone banking.
And so tonight in the big hall, the future was happening. But for a moment, it was a voice from the recent past that held the crowd spellbound.
I can remember as if it were yesterday when my young assistant came into my office at the White House to say that a plane had hit the World Trade Center.
Condoleezza Rice stirred the delegates with her tale of American exceptionalism.
A little girl grows up in Jim Crow, Birmingham, the segregated city of the South where her parents can't take her to a movie theater or to a restaurant. But they have her absolutely convinced that even if she can't have a hamburger at the Woolworth's lunch counter, she could be President of the United States if she wanted to be, and she becomes the Secretary of State.
The crowd was primed for Ryan and the future he represents.
So here is our pledge. We will not duck the tough issues. We will lead. We will not spend the next 4 years blaming others. We will take responsibility. We will not try to replace our founding principles. We will reapply our founding principles. We can do this. Together, we can do this.